Once upon a time, two men decided if they were making the cut. Then they made the cut. And now JT and Aaron are talking everything from wrestling to pop culture and beyond, because it's no holds barred.
Will you back down, turn and run, or stand up with the best? When your back's to the wall, what will your answer be? Will you run for the door? Will you run out on me like it's hard? It's
No holds barred.
But are certain moves barred?
I would say some maybe, but certain ones aren't.
Because in the film No Holds Barred, he was able to throw a man into an electrical circuit board.
That's
for
not a
victory,
move or a hold.
I guess. Well, wait a minute. Did Zeus go into? No, Zeus fell from the
Beefcake Baba. Yeah, he fell off the
thing.
platform to the ground, and then Brell went into the box.
Who do you think died? Brell probably died. Zeus probably survived.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Although I could see Brell just becoming like he survives, but it's like a vegetable.
You know, the sequel should have Brell as a ghost haunting.
Yeah, or like a Weekend at Bernie's scenario.
He's dead.
Where like the other network execs like parade him around to meetings and pretend he's alive to try and get deals done.
Because he's so valuable to that network.
But they need him. It's the whole name.
Take a piss.
Ant.
Yeah, I feel like Zeus. If they ever did a sequel, Zeus and Rip would join forces.
Oh yeah, against like a Russian.
Yeah,
100%.
Of course, it's got to be the Russians.
It's Rocky. It's Rocky IV. All right, listen, No Holds Barred. We're here every single Saturday. Once a month, though, we're doing this project where we're building an ultimate pay-per-view card of that month. And what we're doing this month is October. So we're going to go through every October pay-per-view in WWE history. We're going to pick one match from every card. Each wrestler can only appear one time. Each title can only be used one time. And we have to pick a match from every show. Now, we've had trouble. I got a couple, right? We made our way through it. We've done August and September. We figured out the puzzle. And that means sometimes you have to sacrifice and leave, as Elton John once saying. You have to leave some matches on the cutting room floor. And sometimes you got to take a match you just don't want. But
like Alicia Fox and Melina. Even though it's the greatest match of all time, it's on every Ultimate SummerSlam.
It's a staple. It is a staple.
Yeah.
If a year has two events, like some of the more latter years do, we were only going to pick one match from that calendar year. So
that's right.
We're not going to pick one from every show in the year. We also require a world title match, the original lineage, or any world title. One intercontinental title match, one tag team title match, and one women's title match of any kind. So those are the rules.
Ever land that as a requirement, or is it just kind of common sense?
It's preferred. I think if that's the first rule to go to me, if like the puzzle is stuck, right, and by eliminating one of those, we can do it. I think that rule is fungible. And also, starting last month, we committed ourselves to have an anchor match. So what that means is we're going to go in beforehand with an agreed upon number one match that we want to work our best to retain on this card no matter what. Now, if we get stuck and we have to veer off, we will. But we really want to try and build the card with this one match in mind. So, Aaron, what was our anchor match we agreed upon earlier?
So we tossed around a few ideas, but the one that we both kind of agreed on that made the most sense is from Bad Blood 1997, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, first Hell in a Cell, all-time classic, debut of Kane. Probably to this day, I don't know about you, but probably still my favorite Hell in a Cell.
That's got to be Kane.
It's got to be Kane.
Yeah, I think it's almost, and maybe it's a Shawn thing, but I think it's kind of like the WrestleMania 10 ladder match. Like, it's one of those things where it holds the test of time. It's different. It's unique. It's the first. And others may technically be better, but there's still some magic to that first one that really stands out. I think those are like a similar comp in my mind. Like a lot of people will sit here and tell you the SummerSlam 95 ladder match is better. And maybe it is technically. But to me, like, I always prefer the WrestleMania 10 one.
I do too. I think the 95 argument is more like Shawn's probably a little bit better as a face than a heel in ring. Maybe that's
I think it's a valid argument, but I still like the WrestleMania 10 match better.
Me too. Because and I think the only other one that we kind of talked about in terms of Hell in the Cell, which we probably won't be picking unless there's something changes, is Brock Undertaker from No Mercy.
Right. Yeah.
And I would argue that's probably the closest to this one. Although I
Yeah.
really struggle with Undertaker using that broken hand a lot.
Yeah, agree. And I mean, I'm notoriously not 5 on Shawn and Taker, 4 3/4. The finish really takes me out of it. And it's not that Kane was involved. It's just a weak tombstone to Undertaker after all the beating doled out in that match. To me, has always been a problem. So
I guess that's why we haven't talked at length about this. We've kind of talked about it a bit. I guess that's why it doesn't bother me that the tombstone is kind of the finish, because like he'd already been pile driven on the stairs. He'd already taken.
but it's
such
a
beating.
lame looking tombstone. Like
Yeah.
if it was a vicious, like he should have hit him with a chair, and I would have been okay with it. Like it's just a weak looking tombstone, and Shawn had been put through hell literally, and then when I mean I know his dead body covers Undertaker, so it's fine.
The best.
But anyway, it's always been a slight thing that bothered me. So
Yeah.
I've notoriously kind of been a little lower, but in my mind, it's it's a 5-star nostalgic match. All right, so and that's not a world title match either. It's just a Hell in a Cell.
No,
The world title's still in play for us.
it's actually a valuable touchstone match because it does take 2 big time players off the board, but it's an all time classic and doesn't burn a title match.
All right, we got not the Tool Man. Tim Taylor is our producer as always, and what we started doing last month is he's going to throw out random years.
Oh, that's right.
And that's how we'll choose which we're going to talk about next. So Tim,
I was not looking forward to starting with 95. So Tim,
no, definitely not.
Don't do that. There we go. Well, it's got to involve Melina, obviously.
Yeah, naturally, because it's there we go. I missed it. What was it? It went away quick.
2010.
Okay.
not good.
All right. So 2010. Let's take a look here at this card. So
I'm already not. I don't want to do this project. Thanks, Tim.
Get out. Let's just do Ted DiBiase versus Goldust.
It's probably Bryan and Ziggler.
You don't think we'll need Bryan again, though?
I can't remember a big October match for him. Maybe I'm missing something. There is one for Ziggler though that might be valuable later. So,
well, let's plug in Bryan Ziggler, and we'll know we got DiBiase Goldust in the back pocket.
Sure. Like we can't touch the 14-man bragging rights.
No.
We're not going to do. We can't do Taker Kane. I don't want to burn a title match on Wade Barrett. Right?
No.
Like,
is that a title match?
Yeah, it's against Orton.
Brian, I'm looking at the Cena one.
Oh yeah. No, I don't want to burn Cena in a match with Wade Barrett when he gets to be a slave.
All right, let's go with Bryan Ziggler.
Yeah,
and we'll keep DiBiase Goldust in the back.
When you rewatch 2010 too, like when Bryan comes in at the last half of the year, things instantly get that little bit better. And this actually is a pretty great match.
Right.
2017.
All right, let's go there.
Yeah. All right.
2017.
Oof. Usos New Day.
Is that any good? I was going to ask in the cell.
I seem to remember it being good. TLC also gets you Finn Balor and AJ Styles, which is interesting. I'm trying to remember everything here. So, which one is Hell in a Cell? Yeah, I got that SmackDown tag match at 4.5 stars.
Yeah, I was about to look at your list here, so you have it pulled up. Okay. The New Day one.
Yeah, that seems like the right choice here.
I mean, I don't see what would surpass that.
Well, there is another tag team match that I would have to check the lineage. So, like, again, maybe producer Tim can jump in here. Is the SmackDown? No, the SmackDown tag team titles that are on the line here are completely new titles that were.
Yeah, those are created in whatever.
Yes,
those are the Heath Slater. I got kids titles, right?
That's right. So they won't conflict with SmackDown tag team titles that may or may not have been created
in like earlier. 02 or whatever. Yeah. Not that I don't believe so. No, I believe those are completely separate titles.
All right.
Tim can confirm, but
yeah. So let's plug that in.
All right. Usos New Day.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell. SmackDown tag title.
Yeah. Wow. Already 2 great Hell in a Cell matches.
All right, Tim. What's our next year?
Yeah. And will I also be 2020? Okay, so 2020, I think that was another one that we were talking about in terms of a touchstone match. It's the Universal title match between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
How is Sasha Bailey Hell in a Cell?
I love it. Yeah. I think that might be, unless we look at 2018, because we got Evolution in there. That's the
'Cause, I mean,
SmackDown
that's your
women.
best. I mean, you have that at 4, but you have Jay Roman at 5.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, let's put Jay Roman in, and if we have to, I don't think we'll end up changing it. But we can't with the Usos. They got the New Day, so
Oh
we got
yeah,
to
we
get rid of
can.
one of these.
All right, well, let's do Sasha Bailey then, because I think there's another world title match that is
Yeah.
not a 5-star match like Roman J, but
You think
close.
compared with these, it's a better like getting New Day, Usos, Sasha Bailey, and that title match is more important than Roman Jay.
I think it's a fair trade because when I look at 2017, I'm not really seeing anything that stands out,
Right.
with the exception of Finn Balor, AJ Styles. But even then, that's like that little bit disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
So we could go with that, and then put Roman J.
So Balor Styles, you have as where's that? Balor
have it at like 3.5 or maybe 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Not even. Yeah, I got it at 4.
Okay. That's October TLC.
Yeah, that year it was.
All right. Yes, you have it at 4. So I mean, it's not a far drop.
No.
If you wanted to do that and really have Roman J.
Well, why don't we? What I know we don't usually do this, but can I throw out the other world title match that I think warrants consideration? It's the triple threat from 01.
Oh yeah.
And it's got Austin, RVD, and
That's
Angle.
a different title though, isn't it? That's the
it
old
is.
school WWE title. We can do both.
Yeah, it is. We can
But
do
if
both.
we use Angle there, we can't do the SmackDown tag in 02.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But that might be okay.
Maybe. We're already stuck, guys. All right, thanks for joining.
Yeah, but we have it's a good stuck. We're not stuck.
Yeah.
We
We're
got to
just
pick between
debating
great matches.
what's going to be
All
better.
right, so the path here is either Usos, New Day, Sasha Bailey, or Roman J, Balor Styles.
Well, look, now that you say it like that, it makes more sense to take Roman J, Balor Styles.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And then we get the Universal, and then 2017 is not a title, not a tag title match.
Yeah. Right, so we got to look at that. But we know we get that in our other pocket if we need to come back to it too. If we want to switch back to that option.
Exactly.
Okay.
Next. Let's do it. And do it. And do 2000. Jesus Christ.
Hey. All right, 2000.
Conquistador.
I mean, Triple H Benoit is really good, and it's not for a title. I don't know if we'll get too many of the Triple H matches. Benoit probably not. Well, actually, I guess we got to decide on that. Let's go to 02 for a minute, and let's just decide: do we want this tag, or do you prefer Austin Angle RVD? Like, I think we got to decide. So we know we can't do Brock Taker. The only other really probably good enough match on that show was, I guess, Noble Tajiri. 01, we could do Jericho Rock.
Oh yeah, for the
WCW title, which is great, and then okay.
Let's do that.
So let's do Jericho Rock for the WCW title
in 01.
And in 02 we'll do the tag 3-way.
Yeah. So that
I'm sorry, it's not a 3-way. It's just a tag. Edge and Ray versus Kurt and Benoit for the Raw tag for the SmackDown original SmackDown tag titles, which I think, according to your color coding, become the Raw tag titles.
Do they?
I don't know if that's right. Based on this color coding, I don't know.
Because if they do that Eat the Raw title match later, that might be good, but we'll see when we get there.
Okay. All right. All right, so let's go to 2000 while Tim catches up on that. So now that we know Benoit's off the table, Kurt Angle's off the table.
How about Jericho X-Pac?
He's off because we did Jericho Rock.
Oh, that's right.
So I think we're limited here. We could do the APA and Lita versus TNA and Trish, or we could do the Stevie and Val versus China and Billy Gunn. We also could do Austin Rikishi because I don't think we're going to get Austin in now.
No,
because he's we're not going to do him in Triple H in '99. Well, I guess we could if we want an old school title match. I don't think we have one otherwise.
Right.
98, he's the ref. 97, he's hurt. 96, he fights Triple H.
At least in 2000, it's a hot feud.
Right. Do we have though a
world title match?
Yeah, I mean, we may just want to do Triple H Austin from '99. because that's at least a world title match that gets those two guys on the card.
Oh fuck! What's funny? We might want to consider something else instead of like the what we just talked about for the tag titles. If we want, there's the finals to the Terry Invitational tournament in '99.
Yeah, that's not
So
for the tag title. Oh, if you want to use Edge though.
It's Edge. Edge is in it.
So the other path would be,
if we did that, we could get we could take 2000. We could get the triple threat from No Mercy.
01,
Yeah,
and then what from 02?
I mean 02.
We'd have to do like Noble. I think this path is better. I think the Tit's good, but I think Jericho Rock is like 4+,
Yeah,
and I have that angle tag at like 5. So I mean, I don't have the Tit, and anything else with it would be higher than these two combined.
You don't have the Tit high. I have the Tit high.
I think it's probably like 4. I'd have to look back.
I know
my War, but
my Tits are 4 3/4.
what do you have the 02 tag at?
I'm going to check right now. I believe it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. I have it as the same. So it just depends what we want to do with the world title, right?
Right. So Austin Triple H would be the other path too if we stick with.
Yeah, I don't really like that match, but whatever. It'd be good to get them on. Like I have that match at 2.5 stars, 22 minutes.
So I have the Tit at 4.5, and I have Triple H Austin at 3.5.
Yeah, and I have the triple threat from No Mercy at 4 3/4.
Yeah, let me see. I watched that for War. We did that for War too. Let me see where I have that.
And Rock Jericho 4 1/4. But again, you're splitting hairs.
I have Rock Jericho 4.5, and I have the triple threat at 4 1/4. So I'm flipped.
Okay, so it just depends what we want to do there.
So the options are 99 would be the Tit, and then Austin Angle, RVD, and then 02 just probably a whatever filler, or we do this Angle, Benoit, Edge, and Ray, Jericho, Rock, and then probably Austin Triple H, because I don't think they'll really have much else. I mean, 04, I do like Triple H, Shawn in the cell. That's for the Raw World Title, so we could do that if we wanted to. That's not a bad match, but I also like Orton Flair at 04.
I love Orton Flair, yeah. But I prefer that's right, because in 05, Taboo Tuesday was in November.
Yeah.
Because I love that Triple H Flair match.
We'll do that next month.
Mm.
I don't know, Tim. You want to break a tie for us here? You want to pop in and share your
pop
thoughts?
in, break a tie, producer Tim, because honestly, it could go either way, right?
Yeah, they're both
Right.
They're all great matches.
They are. You can't necessarily go wrong. For my money, I like the Terry Invitational. I like the Terry Invitational from 99. And then that would free up your 02.
Well, we don't have another 02 that's any good, but 01 would switch to Angle, Austin, RVD.
Correct. And then that gives you freedom with The Rock maybe a little earlier. See, that's the thing.
I don't think he has nothing else. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not going to really...
Henry. Yeah, he has Mark Henry in 99.
Who loses to Mark Henry?
98. That's 98. But, like, if we don't do this way, we're not going to really get... we're not gonna... Rock is the big loss if we go this path.
Well, it's funny because one path loses The Rock, the other path is kind of loses Steve Austin. I know
unless we do Austin Triple H. I mean, it's still a very good world title match.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but I get it.
Or you can honestly, Austin Rikishi no holds barred isn't bad.
Yeah, we could do that.
Like you said,
I like that one.
That feud is hot, and that keeps you from.
Or we could do Benoit Triple H at 2000, which I think is better.
We also get the spirit of The Rock with Austin Rikishi because that's what he did it for. He did it for The Rock.
I think I'd prefer Benoit Triple H at 2000 over Austin Rikishi. Okay. That's a really good match.
And then you'd have to change what you have at No Mercy 2002.
Yeah, we're gonna change that. So if we have to change it anyway if we do the Tit. So if we do the Tit in 99,
right?
We do Triple H Benoit in 2000. and then we do Austin. We're gonna get Austin in 01. We can't use him in 2000 anyway. We're gonna do Austin, RVD, and Angle in 01. So let's just do that. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
So we're doing the Terry Invitational Finals in '99.
99.
Hey,
Tits McGee is off.
we do the Tit 99, and that is
Yeah.
not for the titles. That's just a ladder match,
Yeah, well, it's for the tits.
right? For the big Tit.
It's for Terry's tit.
What would you rather win, the tag team championship or Terry's tits?
Terry.
In '99, Terry.
Who cares about the belts? They're gonna get hot potato anyway.
Okay.
Uh,
So 02 is
Sorry,
gone.
kids.
01.
Is
01 is
Angle,
now.
Austin, RVD for the world title. So that's
Yeah.
our world
Yeah.
title match.
And then 02.
Oh no, well we don't know what to yet.
we'll
2000
get to it.
is Triple H Benoit.
That's right. In 2000, Triple H Benoit.
Okay, let's just do 02 while Tim catches up. So
Well, do you want to like now that there's nothing really else there? Do you want to leave it until it comes up? Because
yeah, okay, yeah, we could use it as filler later. Nothing we care about.
Yep. Because next we're starting with 2005.
Okay.
stupid Taboo Tuesday.
It's one event, and it's all SmackDown.
Right.
What a weird show.
It's a very weird show. I remember ordering this one. I mean, Batista Eddie is pretty good actually, and
World
that's
Heavyweight?
the world title. That's the Raw title. So we could do that. That would be my choice right now because I don't see where we're going to get Eddie elsewhere, obviously, and Batista's probably limited too, honestly.
Yeah, I can't imagine Juventud and Nunzio got a lot of time.
No, the Orton's versus Taker's fine.
We can't.
And I
take
actually don't
Taker,
mind
though.
the opener, the 6-person Eminem versus Christy Hemme Animal and Heiderreich's not bad. That's Kennedy. He's pretty hot here. It's like one of the first matches. Like that's okay, but I would go Batista Eddie. We get the world title on, we get Batista on, we get Eddie on, and that's a really fun match. That's when they're friends and Eddie's like torn if he's going to cheat, and that was meant to set up Eddie winning the title. And it's his last pay-per-view match too. So
Yeah, the only caveat I'll throw on that is I think that match is not. I don't have that match very high, but
Yeah.
the star power makes sense on it.
yeah, and there's like nothing else on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's captivating TV too. Like
But we'll have to see now if another world title match
Right,
pops
right.
up, and then we'll
We
kind
can
of adjust.
switch.
accordingly.
There's options on that card with no one else, like the Eminem match or whatever. Like
Yeah.
if we have to do it.
I'm gonna put Heidenreich on our card.
I didn't right.
Is that the pay-per-view where he sexually assaults Michael Cole?
No, he's a face by this because he's with the animal.
that's
This is when he's
right.
got the kids
He's
and
bringing weird kids in the ring. Yeah, that's fucking strange.
Yeah.
it's the new Legion of Doom angle.
2016 boys.
Ooh, fuck.
Ew.
All right. Well, no world title, but the best match is the world title match. It's the AJ, Dean Ambrose, John Cena, but I think I like the other triple threat more. We could do Dolph Ziggler against The Miz for the Intercontinental.
And take off the other Dolph match.
Oh yeah, we've Dolph match already. Eh? Shit. All right, what else is here? We're not going to do Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. That'll never be good, probably.
I feel like that might have been one that was okay, but
You think?
well,
You
it's
think they-
before the Bugs match.
That was fucking that Bugs match was so stupid. Like what's
Well, let
the
me
thought
check real
process?
quickly. So 16, you have that Bray Orton at
2 3/4.
Yeah, so I mean, not too bad.
There's nothing that pops off this. I do have we already have a Universal, right? Yeah. Like of the two shows, the Universal or the Intercontinental is my highest ranked match.
Well, yeah, you have the AJ at 4.5. So is that we can't use that title?
Which one?
Yeah,
The-
it's the WWE title.
That's not like the unified, whatever the fuck.
No,
Okay.
that one is the direct
In-
line.
Yeah,
from,
in 2020, it's just the Universal title.
So what
No.
about 2016? Cena, Dolph, or no, Cena, AJ, Dean.
It's the WWE title. It's the
Cena,
like
AJ Dean.
it's
That's
merged.
the WWE title. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so that's the
merged.
old one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
so
almost
yeah,
like the
that's-
World Heavyweight title got erased in 2013.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to just do Perkins, Kendrick for the cruiserweight? I mean,
We could, but why don't we look at 2010 again? Because
right.
what do I have? Brian and
I mean, you have Sasha Charlotte 2016 in the cell at 3.25.
yeah, that'd be good too. I mean, look, I have Brian and Ziggler from Bragging Rights 2010 higher then Bryan, and then Ziggler, Miz.
Yeah.
So what is it? Charlotte and
Sasha.
Sasha.
I mean, I don't know if we'll get another women's title match. We have a lot of modern years to go. So, look, we could just do Corbin Swagger. It's like 2 or 3. Like, this might be one where we just have to eat a match. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because also this is not the best of because look, we're gonna get 2018 where we're gonna need the women's match is gonna be taken from there almost certainly, right?
All right. So I say we could do New Day versus The Bar.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Or I say we do that, or just do Corbin Swagger and just burn it off. Or Orton Bray if we want to get Orton on the card.
Where the hell is New Day in the Bar?
But actually, I wanted to save Orton for. I think we should do him and Flair at 04.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wait, we can't. You can't do. Or yeah, you can. You don't have tag titles yet anymore. Yep.
Yeah. But is that the tag title match we want? What about Cesaro and Sheamus? That's like a singles match with nothing. Oh no, that's Clash of Champions the month before.
Yeah. Let's just do. All right, let's move along because let's just do Swagger Corbin for now.
Yeah.
We can come back and look at it if we want to spruce things up later.
Yeah.
Still got a ways to go here.
Yep. So up next for you guys is going to be 1999.
Well, it's the tit.
We already got that. So
We already got 1999. So then 2008.
Oh. So the best match is off the board.
Yeah, Shawn Jericho.
2008 is.
So we got 2 shows. We got Cyber Sunday. Could do Honky Santino for our IC title.
We could.
We can't do Triple H Hardy. Can't do Taker Big Show. Man, Ray Kane. No, yeah, could do Ray Kane.
Do Miz
Honestly,
Morrison.
we may have to. Yeah, or Miz Morrison versus Crime Time.
Yeah, I'm not doing the last man standing with Taker and Big Show. We can't even take him, which is good.
Yeah, no. I think our only options are Ray and Kane, or
Miz
we could do the
Morrison.
Matt Hardy Evan Bourne. ECW
You got the
title.
the tit.
Oh, right. Can't do Hardy. Yeah, I think we got to do Miz and Morrison versus Crime Time for now.
That's fine.
And then if we got to come back and switch to Ray and Kane, we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what's
All
next?
right. Next up is going to be. Did we already fill it? We did. So next is 2018.
Okay, so now we're probably looking at women's matches, I think.
Oh, yeah, so we got Evolution. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say Becky Charlotte, last woman standing.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah.
What did they do the month before? Nothing, eh? They didn't do anything.
Oh, they did fight. They had the regular match.
But that was a Super Showdown. Yeah, nothing's really good on that. That show's not very good.
Yeah, I had that match at Charlotte, Becky at 3 1/4. Is Hell in a Cell October? They get 3 in October?
No, just 2, I think.
Hell in a Cell September?
Yeah, I think so. Super Showdown, I have at 3, and Last Woman Standing, I have at 4.5.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Yeah, I don't have anything high enough on Super Showdown, and yes, I have 4.5. The only other contender you could say is Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler if you wanted to save
Sure.
Charlotte or Becky, but let's do Charlotte Becky for now because that's by far the best.
I don't foresee any of those two, Charlotte or Becky, having anything higher than 4.5 stars.
Yeah, right. It would only be if we get stuck or something.
Yeah. Or there is a match later, but I can't remember where that Hell in a Cell is between Bailey and Sasha in the cell, but I don't remember if that's October or not.
Right. Okay. All right. What's next?
Next up is the year 2011.
All right.
Ooh.
2011.
Is that where Triple H kills CM Punk? No.
No, that's
That's in September, excuse me. Oh no, it's there. It's in Vengeance where they the tag team match.
all right. So we get Sheamus Christian. Oh, we can't use Christian.
No. We can get Sin Cara Azul versus Sin Cara Negro.
Mark Henry Big Show. Do we have that? Yeah, we have that world title, right? That's a Batista Eddie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We can't use Christian.
Nope.
Sheamus and Christian fight both times.
No, we have Christian. Yeah, they do. But we have Christian already for the tit. I would say
This is hard, this one.
I think we should just do the Sin Cara match
Yeah, that makes it easy.
and just eliminates the trouble because everything else is going to be a fiasco.
Did they do something weird with the lights for that one too?
They
Remember
did,
Sin Cara
yes.
The lights, it's all that weird shit.
I mean, there's also Cena Del Rio, but what title is that? No, that's for the main one, right?
That's the WWE title.
Yep.
Yeah, so you have Sin Cara at 2.25. But
wasn't
honestly,
good.
you don't have anything else. The highest rating you have for that month is 3.5, and that's Henry Big Show. And Air Boom versus Ziggler and Swagger.
You wouldn't have bet that it was Henry Big Show, right? Like if you
Actually,
just
I would
looked-
have because that's a great Henry one. But
Yeah.
Next up, 2003.
oh, the chain match easily. 03 is such a disappointing show. I
Vince and
mean,
Stephanie.
we use Kurt, right? So we can't even do Kurt Cena.
I mean, what about Tajiri Ray? Right? Do we have Ray?
Yeah,
Sharp?
and that's a cruiser. No, we're not using Ray unless we have to go back and do him and Kane.
But
I
we
think
have
we
other options there.
not really. Well, at the other one, well, here no, we only got Bashams to Jerry Kane or Vince Stephanie would be our only options for this show.
I'd go Tajiri Ray. I have that in 3
For now, yeah,
3/4.
let's go to Jerry Ray.
Like that makes sense to me. And like, I don't know, I love both those guys.
Yeah,
Like,
well, and that's when Tajiri's doing the heel. He's just starting the heel run and all that too. So.
yeah.
With the Keo and Sakota.
With the keto, he's doing keto.
Yeah, he was early on the no carbs.
Nice. Well, he's very small.
Would eliminate sushi though. It's tough.
2006. MVP Marty Garner.
Oh God, yeah, it's like his debut, right?
We
You
used
laugh,
Benoit.
but we might have to. Or we
used
could do,
Benoit.
yeah, we can't do Ray Chavo.
What about Benoit Regal? What does that read as?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We'd have to go back to 2000.
I only have. Oh, I have it at 4. Benoit Regal.
It's a good match. It's like it's pretty nasty. So the other option would be MVP Gardner, honestly, just a squash. So if we go back to 2000, though, there's not a lot of options. So it's like we could do Regal Benoit, but then we'd be stuck with probably Stevie and Val versus China and Billy, or the APA and Lita versus TNA and Trish. I think Triple H Benoit is better. It's a hotter story. You got Triple H and Stephanie. This one he gives her like the bloody kiss at the end.
Yeah.
That Benoit's like way hotter. Like 06 is like right before he's. I don't like 06 Benoit because you could see what's coming in his face.
Yeah, he's about to murder everyone. I get it.
Yeah. So
But you know, he has the same look in WCW.
I know, but like he's more bloated and like this is not as good looking in of 06. And that's when he comes back after One Night Stand, where he's like really, I don't know. It's just he's not as over too. It's a fun match. It's a great match, but it's like I'd almost rather have peak Benoit 2000, like Triple H at his peak.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like peak Benoit is 1998, but
but in
know-
WWF,
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what's crazy about Benoit? I feel Benoit, like, especially now that I kind of watched this WCW run or most of it, like he comes in, he's good. I don't think he ever improves or regresses.
Yeah.
His character never changes. It's so strange. It's like,
well, you're like the one thing that watching Nitro on Warzone has helped me with is he does do a lot of character stuff in that 96, 97 with Sullivan and Woman. Like he's
Yeah.
pretty different in that stretch. But
sure.
I think just
but-
watching the pay-per-views, you probably lose a little bit of that.
But what I'm saying is like, besides bulking up, nothing about his in-ring work is so good from the beginning.
Yeah,
And
never.
it never changes. It never regresses. It's just there.
Yeah. I think he becomes a little bit better of a storyteller in his WWE toward the back end run. But so anyway, I would prefer Triple H Benoit and just do MVP Marty Garner squash. Like we're gonna have to have a couple junk matches on this.
Sure.
finale,
Let's
so.
do that then.
You have also not used the tag titles yet, and you could do London and Kendrick versus Casey James and Idol Stevens.
Oh, did I miss that? Oh yeah. All right, let's just do that for now.
Because you've flirted with the tag titles a couple of
Right.
times now, and you've found a way to like maybe not our tag title here, maybe
Okay.
something else.
Let's use it here, and if we end up finding another tag title match in this mix, then we can go back and do it. We know we get MVP Garner.
Right.
Let me get this in here for now, and then we will move on to 1998.
Oh, Rock and Mark Henry.
Yeah, I mean, probably it's either that or
Al
mean, if we
Snow
wanna-
and Miro.
well, we haven't used our IC yet. If we want to do Shamrock Mankind, that match isn't great. That's what Mankind makes himself pass out.
Oh yeah, it's dumb.
So I would say Henry Rock because I don't see Rock showing up anywhere else for
Yeah,
us
let's
on
put it
this.
for now.
So
Book star power.
All right. Next up, the very first one, 1995.
Goldust, Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, I think it's Goldust Marty. I mean, if we get stuck later, we can come back and do Mabel Yoko. But
Yeah.
like, if we need to do that Goldust match later that we had talked about.
It's funny because like when I was looking at the matches at first for this, I was like, wow, there's so many great matches, and here we are picking these fucking duds.
I know.
We have
Well,
a
it's
choice.
yeah. It's why we have a lot of tag and like multi-person.
That's right.
Like we have and Michael's Taker. Like all of our best workers are in 97, 99, and 01. Like
Yeah.
you know, they're all crammed in those matches. And then even like Uso, like we couldn't use the Usos tag because when does Jey Uso have a great singles? It's like his one, you know, his best single stuff happens to be in a month where now we can't use the Usos when they
That's
have a
right.
great match with a New Day. So that limits New Day. So it's like
Yeah.
kind of tough.
Next up, 2013.
Ooh. CM Punk up in here. This is when he's fighting Ryback. And then Ryback and Paul Heyman.
I mean, Brian Orton's good, but that's again for the WWE title.
Can't use
and
it.
yeah. How about Cody and if we go back and use Mabel Yoko? Oh no, we can't use Reigns. I'll say that's a good
use
match.
Reigns.
Cody and Goldust versus Rollins and Reigns.
Yeah. I think it might be Punk against Ryback and Heyman.
Is that better than just Punk Ryback?
I'm sure they're both not good.
Let me check your. See what you got.
I'm checking it out now, but I can't imagine they're good.
You have
I
Punk
just-
Ryback at 3, and the mixed. I mean the mixed tag. The handicap is at.
Oh, I don't have it remarked, but it is that.
3.
they're both
Okay, so
at
that's
3.
3. Yeah, you're both at 3. That's
If they're both at the same, I'd put Heyman in just as the.
yeah, why not?
The only problem I ever had with that match was that like I think Heyman got the shit beat out of him on top of the cage, and I really wish they would have just raised the cage with him on it. And then later, when they brought it back down, have him still be on it
laying there, passed out.
because there's another Hell in a Cell match later in the night.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's our best bet from that show.
Yeah.
Next up, 2009.
Ew.
I can tell you we're not using, and that is Taker Punk. Drew Truth is no good. Did we end up using Miz? We used Miz and Morrison somewhere else, right? Against Crime Time.
We did.
In 08.
I mean, we could just do the women here.
Beth,
Beth,
Michelle,
Michelle, and Natalya
against
versus
Kim, Kelly,
Gail,
and
Kim,
Melina.
Kelly, and Melina. Like, I think we're kind of stuck otherwise. We're not doing another Melina, Nash, Alicia Fox.
No,
We've
let's
already
put
done
that in.
one
You could do Mickey James, Alicia Fox.
for the Divas.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's maybe it's a little bit better. I mean, we're probably splitting hairs of
Yes.
not great, is my guess.
Of all of them, I'd rather watch Mickey James.
Yeah, I think so. I can check quick too. 'Cause we just did.
I have that at 2.5, and then the women at 2.5. So again, we're splitting hairs.
Yeah, I have Mickey Alicia at 2.
Now, if we take Mickey James and Alicia, we won't get to hear Natalya go, ha!
I actually have that a little higher. I have it at 2.25. I have
Oh,
Mickey Alicia
shit.
at 2. Truth McIntyre is terrible. 1.25. Yeah, I think those are our best bets. Even Morrison Miz isn't worth switching shit around.
So we're going
Yeah.
the 6-woman tag.
Oh man, is this the? Hang on, got so many fucking sheets open.
Oh, this is the
This is Batista's turn.
his turn. We should take that, but
Well, hang on. 'Cause
hold on. What do we have to?
Where's Jericho? Did we end up using him or no?
think so.
Jericho is.
I don't think we did.
No, he's
Not on the list right now.
And but we took Batista and Eddie.
Right, which I think we can change.
I'd rather have
We
no,
have to
but then
change Ray.
we have to change Ray too, though.
All right, so what would Ray? I think it's worth trying to get this on because of the moment.
So 03, that puts you to 03. You can do Vince Steph.
Vince Stephanie. Let's just do that. Or Basham's APA. Whatever you'd rather have. I mean, Vince Stephanie gets the star power. I don't think we have any other Vince matches.
No, I don't think so either. Sadly,
The spectacle, the pre-wedding.
It's such a fucking
Match.
debacle. I mean, you have that at 0, Aaron.
Yeah.
You have APA Basham's at 2.25.
nothing is a strong choice here.
I guess do Vince Steph just for the star power absurdity.
And you get Linda. Like
Oh, Linda, yes.
speaking of star power,
Linda.
Linda.
All right, so then so that frees up Ray.
Yeah.
05 we got to change.
Oh,
Yep,
05.
hold on. So
We can
this
do that.
is-
LOD tag
We can do Bobby
Or
Lashley
Kennedy.
and Simon Dean.
or Kennedy Holly. Kennedy's super over at that show. It's when everyone
Yeah,
gets
let's
to
do
Mr.
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Let's do Kennedy.
This is
Or
for
we could
the-
always, if we want, do Juventud and Nunzio.
For the oh no, we're oh yeah, because we're not using the cruiser.
We're not using
anymore.
the cruiser anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
And then so we're getting rid of this.
Yeah, you have Nunzio at 2 3/4. Holly. Yeah, all right, let's go Nunzio Hoovy. So we're probably not gonna have another cruiser match.
Yeah.
So 05 is Nunzio Hoovy
Yeah.
for the cruiser.
You're not going to do Bobby Lashley force feeding Simon Dean cheeseburgers?
Yeah, crowd's into it, but
Yeah, like there are worse picks.
Okay.
That's early Bobby Lashley too, right?
that's like right after
Yes.
he arrived. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
He's
they had all the debuts. Then
Blaster.
it was Simon Dean, Lashley, and Kennedy. It was like that was a kind of a new new talent show.
I don't look like Simon Dean, do I?
Now that you say it,
Slightly
I didn't say it. Somebody said it in the comments.
Simon System. You were talking about workout plans.
That's right.
All right, so then that opens up 10. No, not 10. 9 for Jericho Batista.
Okay.
Yep.
Ray.
and I've already filled that in.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that gets. I thought you were my friend.
Fucking clotheslines the shit out of him.
Which I mean, it completely holds up.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So I have that. I had it at 3 3/4, and the heel turn's awesome. Okay, so we're all settled back in.
We are.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Let's go into the most recent card, Extreme Rules
We have to.
2022.
22. Ugh.
I don't even know. Do I even have ratings for these? Like I'm at this is at the point where I don't even know if I'm still rated. I did. I did.
Can we do
All right.
Brawling Brutes Imperium? That probably sounds like it's good.
6 Stooges beating the crap out of each
I
other.
have that at
Yes.
4 stars. So
Let's do it. I mean, it's good. It's probably better than Riddle and Seth, right?
it's not much better in my view.
Yeah, let's do Brawling Brutes, though. That's fun.
Also,
Unless we need Sheamus later, and then we can come back and do Raw.
I'll throw it out too. Karrion Kross, Drew McIntyre, I really like as a strap match.
All right, so we got some options. So let's
Yeah.
let's do this first, and then we'll go from there.
This is a really interesting card because it's like barely any title matches. So this might
Yeah.
help us out of something if we need it.
And if you wanted to be really, really chintzy, you could say that you wanted to do the main event of the Bray Wyatt return.
Is that
Oh.
Matt? Oh, Yeah.
No, but literally,
Oh,
like
not a match,
after
yeah.
the fight pit, it's the whole
right,
Bray,
right.
the faces of Bray.
Remember we were all excited about that?
Yeah, too soon.
Okay. what's
I wasn't
next?
even referencing his death. I was referencing
I know,
him
but
them
it's
not
like-
using it.
I know it's crazy. It's like it's been that recent, and now it's like
Not even
Yeah.
a year.
an afterthought to everything. But 2012.
All right, 2012. Ajita.
Not good
Cesaro, Justin Gabriel.
for the U.S. title.
Yeah. I don't
Although I
see what else.
really like Big Show and Sheamus.
Well,
for
we
the-
just is Sheamus in
think
that
that's the
no
one
Big Show's in
I'd
the
rather the
Batista
Brutes.
turn.
I think.
Well,
Yeah,
and
that's-
Batista's in the Batista
yeah.
turn, so we can't. Oh, let's just do a Cesaro Gabriel.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, have we ended up using Ray? We didn't now, right? Is that any good? Mysterio and Sin Cara versus the primetime players.
Wait, didn't we just move
Ray
Ray
is in
somewhere?
Oh, right,
Batista
right. Yeah,
Ray.
he's in the Batista. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one who he's not his friend.
All right.
Who do you think Batista was talking to? Ric Flair?
Woo!
If he had hit Ric Flair with that same clothesline, Ric Flair would have died, right?
He would have just his body would have crumbled.
He would have turned to dust, like exploded, like at the end of Avengers.
Let's go to 2004.
All right, that's Orton Flair.
Yeah.
In the cell.
Hey,
Well, there's one other option.
Christy Hemme Carmella.
Snitsky Kane has him flipping him over on the fucking stretcher, which is awesome. I like that match, but it's when he comes out, he's tied to the stretcher. He comes back and flips him over.
If we weren't doing Jericho, Benjamin Jericho is really fun too.
Let's do Flair Orton, but if we need
Yes.
Orton later, I want to do Snitsky Kane.
Fine. Not my fault.
But Orton Flair is really good. I don't think there's and Taboo and I don't think No Mercy has anything worthwhile, right?
SmackDown show, so
Yeah. Well, actually, I like Kidman London, but we're using
Kidman
London
London's
elsewhere,
really
right?
Yeah, we've got London and Kendrick.
Yeah.
In
I do
06.
like that match a lot, actually.
yeah. But 06 has other options if we want it to change. So
Yeah. No, Orton Flair's the best match of all those.
Yeah. And Star Power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get buried alive.
I think we know where we're going here.
Psycho Sid?
Yeah.
Have
we used the tag titles yet?
No, I don't think we have.
Because we could do Owen and Bulldog versus the Guns if we want a tag title match.
We did because we have Jericho versus
Is that the
Rey and
same titles?
Batista, which
Okay.
is the WWF tag
All
titles.
right. Let's do Sid Vader.
Put
It's an
Sid in
easy
there.
one.
There you go.
That's the opener.
Aaron's
Get the
happy.
crowd
It's the
Right.
battle of the power bombs. We need the guy who does the power bomb.
That's right. Powerbomb is banned. 2002.
Oh man.
There we go.
All right. So now we're back to this.
Corey Wilson, Dommery.
I think so. Like I know you're joking about it, but
Well, we could do Funaki and Crash Holly from Rebellion.
can we do
can
Trish
Kid
Victoria?
and Tori.
Can we do Trish Victoria? Have we used that women's title yet?
I don't think so.
All right, let's do that. That's a pretty good feud. The better match is Survivor Series, but that one's not bad.
Yep. Yes, Trish. Although Trish is Trish in anybody's corner? No, it's Sable who's in Vince's corner, right?
Mhm.
And me,
I want a divorce.
Sable, the Big Show, and me.
Let's go 2021.
Boom.
Oh man,
This is okay. So this is Saudi
Mustafa
Arabia.
Ali. Zelina versus Doudrop. Goldberg Lashley. We can do that. False count anywhere.
That's a really unique little match.
I'm very high on that match.
Fuck
I
it.
get
Let's
that.
just
I
do
might
that. Let's
actually
get
have
some star power. The only other
That's
option
fine.
to me would be Xavier and Finn Balor. Finn Balor, King of the Ring.
I have those matches ranked the same. Goldberg and Lashley.
All right, let's do
Xavier and
Goldberg
Balor.
now. Let's get the star power.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting Big
Crown.
Bob on there.
Crown Jewel. Next
Lashley.
up, 2000. Do we book it? Nope. 2007.
All right.
Finley Ray. We're using Ray.
We're using Ray. Shit.
Did we use Triple H Benoit? We did, eh?
Yeah. I think we're. Oh no, hang on. I keep forgetting to look down. Okay, we got Cyber Sunday. Same card. Kane MVP. I think we can do that, right?
Big
'Cause we didn't
title
use
match?
MVP, and oh no, it's not a title match.
U.S. title match.
It's U.S.
Oh,
title.
Did we use the US?
We did for Antonio Cesaro and Justin Gabriel in 2012.
All right, can we change? All right, so I think we're stuck on 07. I think we have to use that or Punk, Big Daddy V.
Or Punk
could do-
Miz.
No, we're using Miz.
Oh,
Miz
yeah.
and Morrison. So,
Then we have to
but we
change
have to get rid of Punk
2013.
Ryback. So we got to change either. If we're gonna use one of those, we either could change 12 or what was the other one?
13. We could change 13 quite easily.
The Cesaro one.
Yeah, I think we could change 13.
Real
13
Americans
is
versus
Punk
Santino and
Ryback.
Ali.
Yeah, I
Well, what's
would-
Cesaro Gabriel? Is there anything else on 12 we can remotely do?
No, 12 is all title matches, but if you look at 13, we have a lot of options. We could do Bray Wyatt, Kofi Kingston if we want.
Right,
Or
okay.
we can't do the Real Americans, we got Swagger somewhere else, but
Yeah, let's do Bray Kofi.
Yeah.
And
and
the
then
Real
do-
RVD. Have you used that world title yet? I don't think we have anymore because we didn't do Batista Eddie.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh no, we're using
interesting.
RVD though in the 01.
On the triple threat, that's right. And I'd rather the 2001
Yeah,
version of
yeah,
RVD than the 2013.
Yes. All right, so 12, we're going to keep Cesaro Gabriel.
Yeah, 12 doesn't change.
Right.
13 becomes
Bray
Wyatt,
Kofi.
Kofi, and then 7 is Punk, Big Daddy V for the ECW championship.
The only ECW that made any money.
How sad that sounds. That to me is like the forever artist dilemma, right?
Mhm.
The one that took zero risks made money. The one that took all the risks, like, and
Yeah,
it's like
it was
how-
more that it was mismanaged. The original.
Yeah.
I think they could have made money.
Okay. So we are down to 1, 2, 3 cards. So we're in 14, 15, and 19. So
All
let's
right, let's
just
start with 14.
hit them in that order.
All right, we could do the Battle of the Bellas.
yeah.
We could do Rollins Ambrose Hell in a Cell.
I hate that match.
Okay.
It's
could
the fucking
do-
I think it's the hologram match.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt. Mind you, he's a hologram, so I think we could use him twice.
Right. All right, then I think it's
ruling
Bella
on that,
Bella.
Tim. If someone reappears as a hologram, are they?
That's not really them. No, it's not really them.
Yeah, it's apparition.
Okay, so that's a different category.
He's
What if he's
Afro-
holding the world
operated.
title?
Have you used the Divas Championship? You have not. So you could do AJ Lee versus Paige, and since AJ Lee is in the
Paige
corner,
here.
Alicia Fox is in the corner.
All right, let's do AJ. That's probably better than the Bella match.
What is that Ziggler match though? 2 out of 3 falls.
Did we already
That's
use
fucking
Dolph?
good. We did.
Yeah, you have Dolph versus Brian
Bryan from
in
2010.
2010.
All right, well, we have
Unless you
Dolph
wanna-
Cesaro at 3 3/4. So if you want to look at 10 quick, we can.
So 2010, you've got Wade Barrett, John Cena at Hell in a
Let's
Cell.
do that.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
We haven't used Cena.
We haven't used Cena. I can't believe we joked about it, but that's what we're
Yeah.
gonna end up using for Cena.
All right, so let's do Barrett, Cena, and then we'll do Ziggler, Cesaro.
Yeah.
And that's not for a
And-
title? It is. It's
Oh,
the
you're already
IC.
using Cesaro. What do we change? Did
No,
we
we
change?
did not. But did we use the IC yet? Because that's for the
No.
IC.
It's for the IC. Yep. And you literally can't do anything else.
Yeah, we
in
could. We could.
2012.
Yeah, we could. We could do the Divas title. Eve
Eve.
Torres versus Caitlyn versus Layla.
That's
let's do
true.
that. I think it's better to
Or-
get Cesaro Dolph.
Or we could do Team Rhodes Scholars versus Hell No.
You're
Yeah,
already
we're not
using the
using
Raw
Bryan.
tag titles.
All right.
Oh, well, what were the? But that was the Paul London ones, right?
Yeah, that's London Kendrick. So we can move that because you
What was
weren't
that,
really
06?
sold on that. No 6.
Yeah, we
And then you
well,
can do
MVP Marty Garner.
No, we have MVP Kane, don't we? Somewhere?
where? No, we don't.
Oh, we didn't end up doing that? I know we
No.
talked about it. Okay. All right, so let's make sure we catch all this. So MVP Marty Garner at 05
Okay,
06.
hold on.
or 06.
Yep.
That means
Then-
we could do London and Kidman if we wanted it at 04, but I think we're going to stick with Orton Flair, right?
Hell yeah. I
And
think that's right. Hell No.
14
Rhodes Scholars.
Or wait, we have to move. Hell no, Road Scholar.
12 is Hell No Road Scholars
Yeah.
for the Raw tag titles.
Yeah. And then 14 is 2 out of 3 falls. Ziggler Cesaro
For the IC.
Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty good IC title match to get.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at 15 while Tim's catching that up.
Ugh.
Eek. So we could do Reigns Bray, but we'd have to change out of the Bray match.
I don't want to change.
And you'd have to
Reigns.
change the Reigns match.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck that. Yeah. We could do, I guess, Charlotte and Nikki because we didn't use the Divas there, right?
Are we using? We're not using the. Again, let's not to re. I think we might want to rehash something here. We're not using the U.S. title anymore, right?
Correct.
So why don't we do Del Rio Cena?
Then we got to change Cena Barrett.
That's okay because there's options there. I think we could do DiBiase Goldust.
Nope, we're using. Oh yeah, because we're using Goldust, and we'd have to go back and do Mabel. Oh, we can't do Mabel because we got Big Daddy V now.
Oh, that's right.
We could. Yeah.
You
think
could do
we're stuck.
Drew. You could do Drew R-Truth from 09.
Instead of.
I know
what?
we're not doing 09. We're
No,
doing
it's 10.
2010. I'm an idiot.
I think we're stuck with 10. Unless we can't even change 95 to anything.
Hmm.
Well, we haven't
Well,
used the Divas title yet.
but we're using Charlotte.
Hang on, did we do the tag title? Oh right, we're using Charlotte. Did we do
You
the
can do
tag
the
titles yet?
Divas.
The old school tag team titles?
Yes,
Yeah, they're used.
Okay.
that's Jericho versus Batista Ray.
That's the original lineage.
There's
Yes,
nothing
because
else on 10
that's the
we can
Raw.
use?
That's the original Raw. The World Tag Team titles.
10 we're
Um,
stuck.
So we didn't.
Well-
have we used the Divas?
No, but
So look,
2010, it's Lay Cool versus Natalia.
Or
didn't we-
yeah.
Did we
Or
use them in a
Layla
group?
versus Natalia.
Yeah,
Did we use them in a group match earlier?
No, I don't think we ended up picking a group match.
We did not.
Okay, so why don't we do that? Why don't we take the Divas match from 2010, take the U.S. title match from 2015?
Yep.
I'd rather have Cena fight Del Rio and get destroyed
Yeah.
than. Because that ends. That's actually pretty momentous. That ends Cena's. That's the end of him in the U.S. title. It was a surprise return.
Right.
It was the weird pairing of Zeb Coulter.
Yeah. It's also got the breast cancer ropes.
Oh, great! You got to make all the matches pink in that from now on.
Okay.
So what's left then? Just 19?
2019. Yep. Crown Jewel.
Is that the
You do
Raw
Ty-
Women's
Oh,
Becky
we could do
versus
Brock
Sasha?
Velasquez.
You
We're
can
not
do
using
Tyson
Brock
Fury,
yet, right?
Braun Strowman.
Team Hogan, Team Flair. That's the Hell in a Cell where he hits him in the head with the hammer a bunch. We haven't used Becky or Sasha, right? Or the Raw Women's
We used
title.
Becky's versus Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
You could do the Kabuki Warriors and Bliss Cross for the women's tag.
Have we used AJ Styles?
No.
Yes.
Because
2017 Finn.
Oh, right,
Finn
yeah,
AJ.
I say we do that. Let's do Kabuki Warrior because that's good. I like Kyrie and.
or oh no,
Asuka.
we used okay, that's fine. I was gonna say why don't we do Brock Kane, but I don't want to lose the
That's a
it's
world title.
match.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do Kabuki Warriors Bliss Cross. That's a good to get Asuka on and Kyrie.
Boys, we did it.
Not bad. Under an hour.
I'm trying to look and see if there's anything big that's left off the card.
Well,
like-
only the ones we knew, like the O2 tag,
Yeah,
Taker Brock at O2. Like we don't have the best two matches at O2, which are two of the best of the decade.
Yeah.
But we knew that going in that was gonna be tricky. And then we could have done that other path that would have had Rock Jericho. But we just we made that choice. I mean we got Orton Flair on, that was good.
yeah,
We chose Triple H Benoit over Benoit Regal.
yeah, and Regal Midian.
Correct.
That's when he's
We get the
disgusting.
Batista heel turn.
Yeah,
That's a good moment. Yeah, I mean, there's some junk, but we got some high-end stuff. We got some like classic matches and moments.
are we sure we don't want to get Mansoor on the card?
Maybe next month.
What if the show's in Saudi Arabia?
We also have we get Becky Charlotte, which is a class. So we got Becky Charlotte, Roman J, Shawn Taker, and the 01 triple threat and the tip. I mean, that's like a stacked top 5.
Oh,
And then you got stuff like Finn and AJ, the Brawling Brutes Imperium. Like we have other like 4 level matches plus Batista's. That match is really good. Plus the heel turn. Orton
think-
Flair I like a lot.
I feel like October is one of those like sneaky months, like
Mm.
where like, if you didn't consider the WrestleMania months, it might be the month in which some of the best matches happen.
There's a lot of Taker matches too. Like even Taker Brock in 15. Yeah.
Do you prefer that one or the SummerSlam one?
We did it for War, so I could check my scores quick. But
I don't remember what I had, but I'm pretty sure I have them both cracking 4 stars.
so I had SummerSlam at 4, and the Cell at 375.
I got SummerSlam at 4 1/4 and Hell in a Cell 4. So
All right, you want to read the card real quick?
yeah, give it to the top. So in your house 4, Goldust Marty Jannetty.
In Your House Buried Alive in 96, we have Psycho Sid versus Vader.
In your house, Bad Blood 97, our touchstone match, Shawn Michaels against The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell.
1998's Judgment Day, we have Mark Henry defeating The Rock.
99, the fucking tits. Hardy Boys against Edge and Christian.
2000, we have Triple H taking on Chris Benoit.
Beautiful. WWF Championship match 2001. Stone Cold Steve Austin defending against Kurt Angle, defending against Rob Van Dam.
2002, From No Mercy, we have the women's title match, and that is Trish Stratus versus Victoria.
Also from No Mercy in 2003, we have the first ever father versus daughter match as Vince beats on his
bitch.
daughter Shane with a lead pipe. And I called her Shane.
From Taboo Tuesday, 2004, in a steel cage, we have Randy Orton versus Ric Flair.
2005, a Cruiserweight Championship match, Juventud Guerrera, or just Juventud, against Nunzio.
2006, we have our squash match, to be early in the card, MVP over Marty Garner.
Who gets more time, Marty Jannetty or Marty Garner?
Probably Jannetty.
Probably he can do some shit. 2007, CM Punk. His title's never been in more jeopardy if ECW against Big Daddy V.
2008 from No Mercy, we have Miz, or I don't know, one of the shows, Silver Sunday, maybe Silver Sunday actually. Miz and
Yes.
Morrison taking on Crime Time.
From sometime in 2009, I believe it's
Hell in a Cell. Yes.
Jericho against Batista and the guy who used to be his friend, Rey Mysterio.
Take out my friend. 2010 Divas title. We have Layla versus Natalia from Bragging Rights.
2011, we get to the bottom of who the real Sin Cara is. It is Azul or Negro.
2012 for the WWE Raw Tag Team titles, we have Team Rhodes Scholars versus Kane and Daniel Bryan. Team Hell No.
2013, Bray Wyatt, newly starting wrestling in the main roster. Bray Wyatt against Kofi Kingston.
2014, we have a best of 3 for the Intercontinental title. Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro.
2015, Alberto Del Rio kicks John Cena's head off his shoulders, wins the U.S. title with a super kick.
All right. And from 2016, probably the worst match in our card, but actually it's okay grid-wise, was Baron Corbin versus Jack Swagger.
2017, the impromptu Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. I forget who was supposed to be. AJ was supposed to be fighting somebody else, and then Finn stepped up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought
2018.
Yeah.
Good.
It was Finn. It was supposed to be Finn versus Sister Abigail. And then AJ had to come back over from a tour in Japan.
Sure.
Well, that's way better that they did.
Right. Evolution 2018, we have Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. Classic last woman standing for the SmackDown Women's title.
Amazing. 2019 Hell in a Cell, Kabuki Warriors against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
From Hell in a Cell 2020 for the Universal title inside the cell, that is Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
2021 Goldberg, Bobby Lashley.
The match you've been waiting for. And finally, the Donnybrook from Extreme Rules 2022, Imperium takes on the Brawling Brutes. And that's our card. I think it's a good card. We'll, at the end of this project, we'll line them all up and maybe judge like what's the best. Maybe we could put our ratings on them and see like what's the actual highest average card. But I think this one stands pretty tall. It's a pretty good show that we put. Even Benoit Triple H is like, 4-ish, right? So like we have a lot of good matches.
What's the main event?
I think we close with the Cell. Sean.
And do we open with Reigns Uso like they did on that show?
I think so, because the drama is so high in both of those, you kind of got to separate them. So,
what a great sandwich that would be.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be back next week, continuing our project, going through every WWE World Title change ever. So back at it. Of course, we do that 3 times a month, and we do this once a month. So be sure to check out everything at North South Connection. Subscribe on YouTube if you're watching. If you're listening audio, thank you as well. You can subscribe on any podcast app. A lot of our shows are simulcast. We do have some that are video only, some that are audio only. So subscribe to both. Follow us on social media. The Dookie's been dropped. We'll talk to you soon.
See you, jackass.